Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. John Cena returns to Smackdown Live tomorrow night as a free agent. Free agent John Cena, he's got a big announcement, and, it's been 15 years now of John Cena in the WWE. Today we're gonna go through John Cena's greatest matches throughout the years. 15 years, that's a great run in the WWE. Many would say that Cena has had one of the best runs of all time. It's hard to argue that with his longevity, his reign at the top of the WWE mountain as champion, and his successfulness with merch sales, and his win-loss record is impeccable. John Cena's, his brand is truly at the top of the line. It's incredible, guys, that John Cena has made it this far. He's a now 16-time World Heavyweight Champion in WWE. Take some time and subscribe, guys. This is going to be John Cena's 15 greatest matches. My opinion. Your list might be a little bit different than mine. What I tried to do here was, pick a match from, every year. I did, pass over a couple of years because, he just had so many great matches over 15 years. 15 matches is hard to narrow it down here, so let's get right into it, guys. These matches are not ranked at any point in time here. These are just 15. You could slot them wherever you want, but, let's kick it off with John Cena's debut match on Smackdown, June 27th, 2002, versus Kurt Angle. This was a hell of a match. I believe it was a Kurt Angle Open Challenge for 5 minutes, last with Kurt Angle. John Cena came out and, Kurt Angle asked him, "What is the one quality that thinks you could hang with me?" And John Cena said, "Ruthless aggression," slapping Kurt Angle in the face. And John Cena was able to hang with the Olympic gold medalist for almost a full 5 minutes. Kurt Angle did get the victory here, but what a debut. John Cena was, over the second he stepped out of the gate. So up next, we got we got John Cena's pay-per-view debut from Vengeance in 2002 against Chris Jericho. Here I got the VHS tape. Still got to get this on DVD one day, but Kurt Angle and John Cena and Chris Jericho went out there and proved that John Cena was a big-time player for WWE. And, John Cena actually defeated Jericho here. And I think it's a hell of a match. Check it out if you haven't, guys. John Cena, back then, he was wearing the, shorter trunks here. The red and the white trunks. They were in Detroit that night. And, John Cena had all these colorful tights and elbow pads and boots for the city he would be in. I think that was pretty creative with John Cena. When they would go to Boston, he would wear green and yellow. When they would go to LA, he would wear more like blue and white for the Dodgers. I liked more of the 2003 period where he would wear the throwback jerseys and the hats and all that kind of stuff. That's the John Cena I really grew to like. So let's fast forward a couple of years here, guys. Up next here we got John Cena as WWE Champion now versus Kurt Angle, Unforgiven 2005. These guys had a series of matches, John Cena is now WWE Champion. Kurt Angle is now the challenger. By this time, Cena had, built up this fan base as, the man, so to say, in WWE. John Cena did upset Kurt Angle that night. Many thought Kurt was going to win the title. Kurt Angle and John Cena would go on to battle for the next couple of months. I think they had a match at Taboo Tuesday. They had a match at Survivor Series. Very, very awesome feud they had there in 2005. And it's kind of a forgotten feud. You don't hear many people talk about those matches nowadays. But let's move along to 2006. John Cena and Triple H main eventing WrestleMania 22. John Cena was still WWE Champion after battling Kurt Angle. Triple H, again, like Kurt Angle, like Chris Jericho, Triple H was the top guy for several years here. This is, now Triple H was up for, 6-7 years straight. This newcomer, John Cena, Chicago, Illinois. John Cena and Triple H had a classic match at WrestleMania. Triple H tapping out to the STF. Awesome match. One of my favorites here, guys, John Cena. I think 2006 might be John Cena's best year. 2006 here, One Night Stand, 2006 versus Rob Van Dam for the WWE Championship. I think that's Cena's longest run. He held the title from WrestleMania 21 till January of 06. Won it back, and he would lose it here to Van Dam. Awesome stuff here, guys. Check it out if you haven't already. Van Dam and Cena. Going back to 2006, John Cena and Edge. Probably my favorite John Cena and Edge rivalry. Edge was now the champion here. John Cena, the challenger. It's Edge's hometown of Toronto. I think this is one hell of a match here, guys. It's a TLC match for the WWE Championship at Unforgiven. John Cena did win the title back here. I thought that was the wrong move to make. Let's fast forward a bit here to 2007. John Cena and Shawn Michaels. But not the WrestleMania match. It was the night after there, and I believe it was the UK. John Cena and Shawn Michaels went for about an hour there on Monday Night Raw. And I believe Shawn Michaels went over there, so these guys went about an hour at WrestleMania the night before, and another hour on Monday Night Raw. This is why John Cena was at the top of his game here. John Cena, was having the matches of his career. And I do think we've seen the best of John Cena. I don't know. That's hard to say because of, the matches he had last year in 2016, and the few matches he had this year were very good. This was kind of an honorable mention, but John Cena's return to WWE in 2008, winning the 2008 Royal Rumble, I think that was a hell of a moment. John Cena got one of the best reactions ever, returning from a neck injury there in Madison Square Garden, winning the Rumble, upsetting Triple H, who was the heavy favorite there to win the Rumble. Triple H gets eliminated by Cena. Cena wins his first Royal Rumble match. I really wish they would do more pay-per-views at Madison Square Garden. It kind of sucks these days that we don't get to see those awesome pay-per-views, these awesome moments in Madison Square Garden. It's really like something that's lost in today's WWE programming, these Madison Square Garden, that awesomeness of the Garden crowd. And I really hope they go back one day. They do those network specials on MSG, but nothing like pay-per-view at MSG will ever be topped. John Cena and Batista is another one of John Cena's greatest rivalries. John Cena versus Batista from SummerSlam of 2008. Cena returned at the Rumble there and would face Batista at SummerSlam. No, you know what? In 2008, he returned from a torn pec. In 2008, SummerSlam, he would break his neck. Sorry about that, but Cena and Batista, I thought they had some great matches. Some people don't like them, but I'm a fan of Cena and Batista. Those matches were just great. So let's fast forward again about another year. Bragging rights, 2009, John Cena versus Randy Orton. We've seen these matches, hundreds and hundreds of times by now. Cena versus Randy Orton on Raw, on pay-per-view. And it's kind of weird they never have had a WrestleMania match, a one-on-one Mania match, but here they go, 1 hour Iron Man no DQ match. I thought that was a hell of a match. It might be Cena and Orton's greatest match together. So that's that. Another one, Cena and Batista from WrestleMania 26 there in Arizona. I thought this was great. Batista had finally turned heel, beaten Cena for the title of the month prior. Although Shawn and Taker did main event this WrestleMania, Cena and Batista had an awesome WrestleMania feud. Cena winning the title here, and I think John Cena got one of his best reactions here, winning the championship, and it's a hell of a moment here in Phoenix, Arizona. So let's get into the top 5 John Cena matches. This one is going to be on everyone's list. Like I said in the beginning, these aren't ranked. They're just, going year by year. And this one is probably number 1. But since it happened in 2011, it's going to appear right now. John Cena versus CM Punk. Money in the Bank 2011. These guys go about 40 minutes here. Awesome match. It's probably one of the greatest matches of the PG era. It's definitely the match of 2011. That Chicago crowd, like I talked back from WrestleMania 22, was intensified by about 1,000% because CM Punk was in his hometown challenging for the reigning champion of John Cena. And, you know, because of this crowd is in front of like 20,000 fans, I think it does go over a little bit greater than the RVD match, but they're both awesome matches. CM Punk and John Cena tore it up that night. It's really one of the greatest matches of the past, you know, decade. Up next, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar from Extreme Rules 2012. This was Lesnar's return match after 8 years away from WWE. I thought this match was incredible. Lesnar should have won it, but, you know, Cena did overcome the beast here. You know, I don't agree with the finish, but it is an awesome match. We do get to see a bit of blood here. Both men busted open hard way. Hell of a match between Lesnar and Brock. And let's get into the final three, guys. You can probably guess them already, but SummerSlam 2013, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. Like most of these are for the championship. Let's see. Nine of the 15 are for the title. So Cena had chosen Daniel Bryan for his opponent at SummerSlam. This is, you know, following the whole Team Hell No stuff. Daniel Bryan had gotten squashed in 18 seconds, WrestleMania 28. And Daniel Bryan was no doubt the most popular superstar in 2013. Daniel Bryan overcoming John Cena here, winning the WWE Championship. I love the work these two men had together. It sucks what happened here with Orton cashing in, and, you know, for the next, 6-8 months we would have Orton and Bryan feuding with the Authority and all that, but I thought John Cena and Daniel Bryan had the match of their careers here. It's hard to rank Bryan's matches too because he's had such a great career with so many great opponents. But the last two here, you can probably guess them. 2016 SummerSlam, John Cena, AJ Styles. I mean, this was definitely the match of the night. John Cena, AJ Styles, they busted their ass here. And I think that's an awesome match. I would recommend it for any fan to go and watch it. You know, AJ Styles, who was the heel at the point, I believe he beat Cena there. And we would get the retribution here 6 months later, Royal Rumble 2017. AJ Styles, now the WWE Champion. John Cena comes out of nowhere, challenges Styles at Royal Rumble in the Alamo Dome. Awesome match. I believe I like their SummerSlam match a little bit more, but both very good matches. I'm not a guy that comes out here and star ranks matches. I just, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, good, bad, you know, could be better, could be toned down a bit, but AJ Styles and John Cena, you know, went out there and tore it up again for the championship of WWE. You know, with John Cena getting a lot of criticism over the years, John Cena has turned me into a fan of his. You know, might have been back in 2015, when he was the U.S. Championship, having these great matches every Monday night. And, you know, I think that's where Cena really improved quite a bit, was in 2015, 2016, having these great matches. And, you know, you can see over the years the variety of opponent John Cena has, from guys like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan to AJ Styles to Batista, Randy Orton, Edge, Brock Lesnar, The Big Show, guys like Kurt Angle and Triple H. John Cena has wrestled pretty much everybody. You know, take some time and subscribe, guys. This has been John Cena's 15 greatest matches. You know, the 15th anniversary of John Cena at the top of WWE. John Cena returns to Smackdown, like I said, July 4th, which will be tomorrow. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.